Hello and welcome to the illustration of the Language and Culture major theme for the BA Liberal Arts at QMUL. So this is an example of student X, someone who is taking the Language and Culture major theme. So a little bit more about student X. They are interested in learning a language, specifically here German, though they didn't have a chance to do it at school. X also wants to take modules relating to the language, the culture and history of German-speaking countries. But they want to combine those things, which are to do with what modern language study tends to be, with other sorts of disciplines. So they're interested in taking linguistics, politics, and thought or philosophy type modules. And there's no sort of regular program that could really accommodate that. The liberal arts can. So this is the structure of the first year for the whole of the liberal arts program. You choose a language, you choose compulsory. You have to take a compulsory culture and language module, which not only introduces you to most of the skills that you will need for the analysis of modules in the liberal arts, but it also gives you a grounding in the culture and language, the study of culture and language, particularly relating to the study of a culture related to a language. Now, you also have to do 15 credits from the other two themes, from global cultures, from interactions, societies and cities, and you have to do a further 15 credits from any of the three themes and a discovery module. So the example of student X, what they do is they do German, they do the compulsory module, culture and language. They do 15 credits. For their 15 credits in global cultures, they do the foundations of modern thought, so a philosophy module. For their further 15 credits, they do British politics. They're 15 credits from interactions, societies and cities. They do background to British politics. They do a further module in German as their optional one, Germany Today, and they do a discovery module in linguistics, the foundations of language. Then in their second year, if they choose the global cultures minor, this illustration gives you what they do. They do a little bit more in German, either German Thought 1 or Brecht. That's the plays in particular of the famous German writer Bertolt Brecht. So then they do something from the minor theme. They might do literature and philosophy, for example, or they might do a module entitled Performing Illness and Disability. And then they do something from a totally, as a discovery module from a totally different area, economic geographies. In their final year, they continue German Thought 2. They do some more things in sort of philosophy areas, in doing European philosophy and representation of consciousness, but they've developed an interest in literature and culture, and they're going to do a module entitled On the Subject of Sex too, and they also do some things in their discovery, and they continue a kind of a sideline that they've discovered in historical geographies of medicine. So they've done two geography modules from their discovery. They were surprised to find that they also were interested in geography. If they were interested in, if they were doing interactions, societies and cities, it might work slightly like this. So again, they do the German Thought or Brecht, but then they might continue with the minor theme of interactions, of doing the UK and the EU, which is the politics module, language and mind, which is the linguistics module. They might do literature and philosophy, or how do you know the culture of facts, the post-truth society, another politics one. And in their final year, continuing German Thought, more politics, the politics at the end of history, but also possibly, alternatively, the philosophy of language, and then in their third area, they do something totally different. They do the modern Caribbean, migration, radicalism, and revolt. So this is just a kind of idea as to the kinds of things people might do if they were taking the language and culture major with either global cultures minor or interaction societies and cities minor. So I hope you found that an interesting and helpful illustration. Thank you.